According to political scientist Daniel Ellazar, in his book American Federalism, A View from the States, there are three separate manifestations of the American political culture. He refers to these culture types as moralistic, individualistic, and traditionalistic. Ellazar argues that each state has a dominant culture type. The map indicates Ellazar's application of the three dominant culture types. Notice the geographical pattern in the manifestation of these dominant culture types. The moralistic culture type is predominantly found in the northern tier states, from New England across the upper Midwest and states bordering Canada, then down the Pacific coast. The individualistic culture type is a phenomenon of the middle tier of states, from the middle Atlantic states into the Midwest and Western interior. The traditionalistic culture is clearly a phenomenon of the southern states. Ellazar explains the dominant cultures among the states in terms of patterns of migration during the 19th century. Migration during this period occurred basically from east to due west, such that the people of European origins who immigrated into the upper Midwest and Canadian border states and then down the Pacific coast originally came from the New England states. Similarly, during the 19th century, and the people who came to Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, and Arizona immigrated from the American South. Immigrants to the Midwest and Western interior came from the mid-Atlantic states. Ellazar's point is that in the 19th century, when people packed up their belongings and moved west for a fresh start, they did so basically on a due west pattern, and they took their value systems with them. But the dominant culture types in each state are only the first part of his explanation. Ellazar contends that in most states, distinctive subcultures exist alongside the dominant culture type, such that in a given local area, any of the following culture combinations may exist: moralism, individualism, individualism, moralism, individualism, traditionalism, traditionalism, individualism, and finally, traditionalism, moralism. Ellazar explains the presence of subcultures in a given area in terms of patterns of migration during the 20th century. Migration during this period occurred basically from north to south, and this accounts for the mixing of culture types in any state.